navigation. But before that, let's create a new file first so we have something to work with. Creating a new file is very straightforward, and if you use other software before, this will be an easy task. To create a new file, we can click on the Files menu and then choose New. This will bring up the New Document dialog window. For our course, we're going to use Android 1080p preset as we mentioned in the earlier video. To select this preset quickly, you can go to Mobile, View All Presets, and then choose Android 1080p. Change the orientation to landscape. Now everything should be self-explanatory in here. This is the width, this is the height. We use pixels for measurement. This is for setting up safe area for printing purpose. The last thing I want to point out is the color mode. For illustration, I usually stick with RGB, and later, if I need to print, I can always convert it to CMYK. Okay, click Create, and we now have a new blank document to work with. To navigate the document, we can use the hand tool to pan around. We can also use the zoom tool to zoom in, or by pressing the Alt key while in zoom tool to zoom out. This is good and all, but if you have to go back and forth to the hand tool and the zoom tool, that will be very time consuming. Another method is by using the keyboard shortcut spacebar. So let's say I am in the selection tool and my mouse cursor is in this position. To pan the canvas around, simply click and hold the spacebar button and then click and drag around. We can see the hand tool cursor shows up and we can pan around the canvas. Now to zoom in, while pressing spacebar, also press the Control key. Notice the cursor change to zoom in, and when you click, you will zoom in to the canvas. You can also click drag to zoom in directly to a certain region. Okay, now to zoom out, this will be a bit tricky. You need to press spacebar, Control key, and Alt key all together. Now notice the cursor change to zoom out sign. And now when you click, you just zoomed out of the canvas. Okay, you might be thinking that this keyboard shortcut is a lot of work. Well, I have two answers for this complaint. The first answer, yes, it is difficult at first, but once you get the hang of it, it will improve your workflow significantly. The second answer, this method of navigation not only applicable to Illustrator but also Photoshop and Animate, also known as Flash before. So if this keyboard shortcut already become your muscle memory, it will speed up your workflow on those other Adobe's applications also. Another way of navigating in Illustrator is by using your mouse scroll wheel. Although I don't use this method in my workflow, but it is something that you may like it and prefer using it. So to pan vertically, you can scroll up and down with your mouse, like so. To pan horizontally, you can scroll while pressing the Control key. And lastly, to zoom in and out, you can scroll also, but while pressing the Alt button. The last thing we're going to cover in this video is the preview mode. By default, the preview mode of our document is set either on CPU or GPU preview, depending on your system capabilities. CPU or GPU preview is just the underlying techniques to display high-fidelity preview in Adobe Illustrator, whether it uses our CPU, which is our main processor, or is it using our GPU, which is the graphic card. Both at the user level looks exactly the same. Now I have mine set to CPU because when I record this video, the screen recording software running in the background. Somehow it is faster to use the preview on CPU in my system when doing screen recording. If you have fast graphic card supported by Adobe Illustrator, you might want to use GPU preview instead. Okay, we're not here to discuss CPU versus GPU actually, as they look the same at the end. What I really want to discuss now is the outline mode. To access it, we can go to View and choose this outline, or by pressing Ctrl Y as the keyboard shortcut. Notice by doing this, all of the shapes that we have in our document will look like thin black lines. You might be asking why in the world we want to view our document like this. Well, this view sometime, or should I say a lot of times, very helpful to select invisible shapes or shapes which are located way back behind other objects. We will use this mode later in future videos when we need to handle invisible shapes like clipping shapes or shapes that has no color values both in fill and stroke. It may not make sense now, but it will in time, inshallah. To get back to ordinary CPU or GPU preview mode, you can always go back to View and click Preview on CPU or GPU depending on your system. Or use the shortcut Ctrl Y again. This is to toggle back and forth between the two preview modes.